Hello everyone, my name is Seth, and today I'm going to do a tier list of lightsaber duels. Ahsoka is coming out tonight, Tuesday, 9 o'clock p.m. on the East Coast. First 2 episodes are coming out, and I am so excited. If you haven't seen my other video, I gave you just kind of the basics of what you need to know going into the show. But I've really been in a Star Wars mood recently. I'm super excited. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of go through some of the lightsaber duels and rank them. But before I go any farther, go ahead and like this video, hit subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. Okay, first, jumping right into it, we got Luke versus Darth Vader in episode 5. I can already tell you where this is going to go. This is going to go right up into the S tier. It is just one of the best lightsaber duels. I think you'll kind of learn with me going through this list is what I think makes a really good lightsaber duel is really high stakes, really good and strong emotion, and of course good choreography. I think you mix all of those together and that gets the best lightsaber duel. And I think we have that here. Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker on Cloud City. Like, that is just peak Star Wars. Just the cinematography around it, the setting, the choreography, the stakes, the emotion, it all leads to Darth Vader revealing that he is Luke's father. It's just simply amazing. This is just masterful filmmaking. It's an amazing lightsaber duel. The next is Obi-Wan and Anakin versus Count Dooku in episode 3. I think that one's okay. It's at the beginning of episode 3. It's relatively short. I mean, it's not a bad one. The choreography is good. I like some of the back and forth between them at the beginning. I think I will put this... I think I'll put it in the C tier for now. Next is Luke versus Kylo Ren in The Last Jedi. And I know that this is kind of controversial, and my opinion might be a little controversial, but let me explain myself. Let me go ahead and put it where it's going to go. This is going to go all the way up in the A tier. I can't give it the S because there's really like no actual clashing of sabers, but there's some really cool things here. The stakes are high. There's a lot of emotion here. And this is Luke Skywalker doing one of the most Jedi things possible. You know, Jedi aren't supposed to just blindly jump into battle. They're supposed to use their lightsaber and the Force for defense. And this is exactly what Luke is doing. This is like the ultimate Jedi move. That's why I love it so much. Next is Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon versus Darth Maul. And this is just such a good choreographed fight. Again, maybe the emotion's not quite there until the very end after Darth Maul defeats Qui-Gon, but I really enjoy this. This is like the first like huge lightsaber fight scene in the prequels, and this just kind of like raises the bar for like choreography and things like that. And I love the setting. It just looks really cool. And so I'm going to put it in the A tier. I can't quite put it in the S tier because like the stake and emotion isn't quite there for me, but it's just a really, really good lightsaber duel. Next is Qui-Gon versus Darth Maul on Tatooine. You know, there's not much to this one. It's really the first time we see Darth Maul pull his lightsaber. This time it's just a single blade. It's fine. The choreography is good, but this is just kind of a thing to give us a little bit more action. So I think I'm going to throw it here in the D tier. Next, I don't even have to think about it. Absolutely. Luke versus Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi. It's an S tier. Talking about emotion and choreography and stakes, I really don't know if it gets higher than this. And again, if I want to show somebody who has never seen Star Wars something to maybe try to convince them, this is a lightsaber duel that I will absolutely show them. There's just so much emotion, and the stakes are incredibly high, and the choreography is good. This is the culmination of the best trilogy ever, I would say, and it just nails the ending. And this lightsaber duel is just frankly amazing. It might be my favorite in all of Star Wars. Next, we have Ahsoka versus Darth Vader in Rebels. And again, emotion, choreography, stakes. It's here. They have it. And this is going to go up in the A tier for me. I love Ahsoka. I love where her character goes. And I love this duel. I love the line where she says, "I am no Jedi." They did the whole cut off a piece of the mask thing before the Obi-Wan show did. And both times it worked really well. And I absolutely love this. Maybe I would say the ending of it is what gives it an A tier instead of up there on the S tier. Next, we have Rey and Kylo Ren from The Force Awakens. And I really like this one. I know some people have problems with the way the lightsaber fights are done in the sequel trilogy. I really don't. I think it makes sense. They are not as polished. They're not as quick as the prequels, but that makes sense. They don't have a Jedi temple training these warriors how to fight. And it kind of takes it back a little bit to like the original trilogy, and that's what I really like. It's a little bit slower, a little bit more deliberate, but I think that works. And so I really like the sequel trilogy fights more than maybe most people, I guess I would say. So this, for me, I want to put this in the B tier. Next here we got Kylo Ren versus Finn. Again, this was short, not much to it, although I did still like the choreography, and this was a really cool sort of kind of fake out, I guess, at the time, with him stepping up and fighting Kylo Ren, and then it ends up transitioning to Rey. But for the Finn part of the fight, I think I'm going to give that a C. Next, we have another one from Rebels. It's Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul. And this is a very short lightsaber duel. It's very short. And at first, I didn't know what to feel about it. I didn't know really if I liked it that much. I thought maybe it was underwhelming. But the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I liked it. The juxtaposition between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan with the calm and the anger and adjusting of stances and things like that. Darth Maul trying to take out Obi-Wan the same way he did Qui-Gon, and just kind of the forgiveness of Obi-Wan, seeing really just like how pained Darth Maul is. It's just a really, really special moment, and that's going to go up there in the A tier for me. Next, we have Obi-Wan versus General Grievous in Revenge of the Sith. When I was younger, I really liked it. Don't know so much about it now. There's not really a ton about the actual duel itself. It ends up turning into more of a chase scene. I think they did lightsaber duels with General Grievous better in the Clone Wars show, but it is cool seeing, him split his arms into four, having the lightsabers, seeing Obi-Wan trying to deal with that. You got the classic "hello there" meme. But as far as the lightsaber duel, I'm thinking I want to put it here on the D tier for me. And of course, don't be surprised, I really don't think there's going to be any F tiers. Next, we have Obi-Wan and Anakin versus Count Dooku in Episode 2. I think this is right down the middle for me. there's nothing that really super stands out to me. So just because of that, I think I'm going to put it in the C tier. I like it a little bit better than maybe like Qui-Gon and Darth Maul or Obi-Wan and Grievous, but I think it's right there. It's an average lightsaber fight. Next, we have Mace Windu and Palpatine, and this is cool. I loved getting to see this kind of back and forth, getting to see Palpatine take out the other Jedi that came to arrest him. But I think this is on the same level as like Anakin and Obi-Wan versus Count Dooku in the same film. So it's going in the same tier. Next is the very first lightsaber duel we have ever seen, and that is Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader here in A New Hope. And you look back on it, maybe the choreography is not great, but what it means to the characters and the moment where it takes place in the film and the kind of the conclusion of it, Obi-Wan sacrificing himself, I think overall this is good. You got to take kind of everything with this one. That's why for me, I'm going to put it in the B tier. Even though the choreography is not quite there, everything else is. And it's not here on this list, but I would put the Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight from the Obi-Wan show. I think it's the last episode. I would put that probably at a B tier as well. Next, we have Yoda versus Count Dooku. And I think I like this more than most people, I would say. I don't mind Yoda fighting with a lightsaber. I know some people are like opposed to that totally, but I'm not. And I think this is exactly how he would fight. I think it's cool. I think it works. And again, maybe some of the emotion isn't quite there, but I think I'm going to give it a B. I really do love the kind of force duel they have at the beginning. And overall, I think it's a very solid lightsaber duel. Next, we have Kanan and Ezra versus Darth Vader. And I really like this because it kind of shows how outmatched they are. Vader's super intimidating, and I really like this sequence. But maybe as I'm trying to recall it, there's not a ton of super memorable moments. So this is another one I believe is going to go in the C tier for me. Next, we have Anakin versus Obi-Wan at the end of the Revenge of the Sith. This is another easy one for me. This is going up in the S tier. The choreography is amazing. The setting is awesome. I love everything with Mustafar and basically how as the fight goes on, the environment gets more and more intense. There's a ton of emotion, and we all know where this is leading. This is leading to the creation of Darth Vader, and I think just this whole sequence is absolutely amazing. Top tier Star Wars lightsaber duels. I don't have really any complaints with this one. Again, this is top tier Star Wars lightsaber combat, and I think the only ones I really like more than this is Luke versus Vader, both in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Last is Yoda versus Palpatine, and over the years, I've kind of gone back and forth with how much I like this. When I was younger, I really liked it. I loved seeing kind of the back and forth, the lightsaber and then the Force. But I really don't know now. I don't dislike it. Again, I don't think there's really a bad lightsaber duel here, but I just kind of feel like there should be a little bit more behind it, and there's not, at least to me. So because of that, I think this is one, as of now, I'm going to put in the D tier, but could be higher on a different day. I don't know. I haven't seen Revenge of the Sith in a little bit. Maybe I should go back and rewatch it, and maybe that'll change my mind on it a little bit. And I didn't make this list, so there's a couple missing. One that I don't see on here that I definitely would want to rank would be Rey and Kylo Ren from The Rise of Skywalker there at the end. I love the lightsaber duel there in the rain, but I kind of feel like that it should be maybe just a little bit more to that. It doesn't quite have the whole, I guess, series or trilogy finale as the one in Return of the Jedi does. But of course, I love the moment with Han and Ben at that point. So I would probably give that one maybe a B tier, low B tier. I would say maybe it's kind of teetering between B and C. So that's it. That's my tier list of a bunch of the lightsaber duels throughout Star Wars history. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought. What is your favorite lightsaber duel? I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you think I got any of this wrong. Don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. We're getting close to 100 subscribers, so please consider subscribing if you like the video. That would mean a lot to me. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media, pretty much anywhere, @CinemaSeth, and I'll see you next time.